everybody? It is Monday, February 8th. It is the day after the Super Bowl. And let me tell you, if you ask me, I think this day should be a national holiday. That's right. I mean, the Super Bowl has so much hype, and if you're anything like me, you surround yourself with all that football food. And anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge tailgater, and I love to tailgate, and tailgating is a huge festival of food anyway. And we had no tailgates this year, so I kind of packed it all into Super Bowl Sunday, and we had a feast. Just a couple friends, and we made enough food that we probably could have fed the homeless, and we're probably going to be donating the leftovers because there's so much leftover. Anyway, this class today is for everybody. This is an all belts, white through black belt class, everybody, because we're going to be working on one thing, getting our bodies moving. I ate so much yesterday that I just need to burn some calories. It's the last week of before graduation coming up this Friday. We went over all the fundamentals of curriculum the last 2 weeks, so you guys can review that. Today we're going to burn calories though, okay? Before we do anything, you've got to do your warm-ups. That's right, you have to do your warm-ups. So
that burns calories too.
Yes, it does if you do them right, not if they sleepwalk through those calories. Okay, so do those warm-ups correct. Go to your app, click on curriculum, click on Lima Online, do your warm-ups. When you're done with the warm-ups, come on back, make sure you do those push-ups correctly, and we'll see you in a minute. All right, welcome back, guys. Now, today, what we're going to work on first, and I know my younger white belts, you're going to struggle with this. That's okay. Just do the best you can. Focus on moving. If you notice the way I'm standing normally, my feet are right beneath my shoulders. They're about shoulder width apart, okay? When we're in our defensive stance, I'm going to turn it sideways, they should still be about shoulder width apart. A lot of times, for some reason, you guys get in your defensive stances and your feet are out like this, and you can't really move that way. Your feet have to be underneath you. The other thing is when your feet are like this, you can't pivot. You can't move very well, okay? So we want our feet underneath our shoulders in our defensive stance. The other thing I want everybody to think about is your foot directions, the direction your feet point. When you guys turn your feet out like this, your toes go out, your weight goes to your heels, and you lose balance. You also can't pivot from here. You guys can try it out. Turn your feet out and feel where your weight is. It's on your heels. Now I want you to turn your feet in almost like you're a pigeon right now. And that's exaggerating a lot. But now feel where your weight is. Now it's on the balls of your feet.
Oh, you meant like straight?
No, well, I have mine slightly turned in, okay? But without being, you're weird. Okay, so my feet are slightly turned in. Now my weight's on the balls of my feet. Now I can move better side to side. So I want you guys to just mess around with that. Now I'm talking white belts, I'm talking black belts. Think about your foot position. Turn it out, your weight's on your heels. Look at Bailey's off balance, I'm off balance. Turn them in, weight's on the balls of the feet, and you can move better. And your knees start to bend a little bit more naturally. Our knees should never be locked out when we're in a defensive stance. They're slightly bent. Okay, so now we're in that defensive stance. So here we're going to first start working on our footwork. Now we're going to tell you what to do, and you can go through the video and write the rounds down, or you can pause the video after each round and go do your work. It's up to you how you guys want to do it. There's going to be a lot of liberty in what you do here, whether you do 30-second rounds, whether you do minute rounds, whether you do 2-minute rounds, whether you do 30 seconds rest, whether you do a minute rest, whether you do 2-minute rest. It's a lot of liberty up to you. You guys make this workout what you want. So first round, we're going to get into our defensive stances here. And we're going to be on the balls of our feet, and I want you to start kind of bouncing. Now notice I'm not bouncing straight up and down like a bunny rabbit. I'm working back and forth on the balls of my feet like this. Just relaxing, just boom, okay? Just rocking back and forth. So the whole first round, you're just going to be working this. Now guys, during today's workout, you're going to either be working in the air, okay, shadow training. If you have a mirror to work out in front of, a body length mirror, that's a great way to do it, a great time to do it. If you have a Wave Master or something like this, we're going to be using these today too. If not, you just do your workout on the air, it's okay. So here, we're going to get here and we're going to work on just moving. And what I want you guys to do is switch your stance some. When you switch your stance though, it's not a lazy switch, okay? You want to be, switch those feet quick, because when you're here, you're a big, easy target, especially if you ate as much as I did yesterday. You're a big, easy target. You've got to get your body turned sideways. Boom. So this is your first round today. Now for this first round, you guys can go 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever you guys want to do. Just working on your footwork. Think about rocking back and forth, side to side, just like this. Keep those hands up by our cheeks the whole time, not on our chests, okay? Begin. Okay, welcome back. Now guys, round 2, we're gonna start working our hands. Now when we work our hands, I only want you throwing techniques that are in your belt level or techniques that you have learned at Leading Edge. I don't want you throwing crazy stuff into this workout that you got from Ninjago or something like that. Okay, there's no spin jitsu here, right? Okay, so white belts, that means you guys have 2 punches to use today. You've got front punches and back punches. Okay, you can double them up, double jabs, back punches. Think about your footwork the whole time. Okay, yellow, orange belts, you guys can add in your hooks. Okay, upper belts, now you've got uppercuts. Okay, keep remembering to breathe and so forth. Okay, and so on through the ranks. Whatever hand techniques you've learned here at Leading Edge, you're going to put in this round, but remember to keep moving your feet. Remember you're going this round to either 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Up to you guys, but push yourself a little bit here. Pause the video, get started now. Welcome back. Now, I forgot to mention, you guys, if you want to do those rounds, you can either do them in the air, or if you have a bag like this, guys, and I apologize if you already did your round, but you can go do it again, okay? If you have a bag, and you can put on gloves if you have gloves too. And so forth, all right? So that's your hands round. So if you're going back to do it again, pause the video quick now. All right, welcome back. Next round, just gonna be kicking. Now, when we do our kicking rounds, white belts, you have front kicks, hitting with the ball of the foot. You have back leg front kicks, hitting with the ball of the foot. You have side kicks, hitting with the heel. You can even do back leg side kicks, hitting with your heel. Yellow belts, what kicks can you add? You can add round kicks. Front leg, back leg. Orange belts, you can add your spin side kicks, and so forth, all the way up through the ranks. Whatever tools you have in your arsenal, this round is going to be just kicking. So remember, you're moving your feet. Okay? And so forth. If you want to do it on a bag, great. And so forth, okay? Remember, this kicking round is 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, I don't care. Up to you, but push yourself, guys. Push yourself. Pause the video, come back when you're done. All right, guys, so now, welcome back. We've done 3 rounds. Hopefully your heart's pumping a little bit. Hopefully you're sweating a little bit. Hopefully you've burned some calories, right? Bailey and I are going to be doing this workout as soon as we're done with this video. So I have some calories to burn. Okay, so now you've done a warm-up round with just footwork. You've done just punching, just kicking. What do you think we're going to do next? Just flying?
Flying.
Flying round. Now we're going to put it together, guys. Now, when I say we put it together, that means you're punching and kicking, knees and elbows, whatever you guys want to do, as long as it's something that you've learned here at Leading Edge up to your level. Now, you're going to do combinations. For our lower belts, understand it when we're talking about sparring and bag work and stuff like that. When I say a combination, it's not just the combinations you memorize. So it's not just white belt number 1. It's not just white belt number 2, but it could be 1, 2, kick, kick, punch, boom, 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 boom. That can be a combination. So that back leg front kick again. Okay, get that leg up, you lazy bum. Okay, so you're working that, and then we're going to work up through the ranks. So again, you can do this on the air, or we can do it on a bag. Now here's the tricky part, guys. We did 3 rounds so far. You're going to do 4 more rounds so we can get the lucky number 7. Okay, and there happen to be 7 points and a touchdown if you get a touchdown and an extra point. But it's typically 7, lucky number 7. Okay, so when you guys do this, you're going to do 4 rounds now. I don't care if they're 30 seconds. I don't care if they're a minute. I don't care if they're 2 minutes. I don't care if they're 30 seconds in between, a minute, 2 minutes in between. This is your workout. Make the most of it that you want, okay? Now, just some examples here. We're going to start slow and work our way up. It can be in the air or on a bag. Ready? Thinking about my footwork. Okay, I can be on a bag. Okay. So you have 4 rounds. You're going to go to town. Make sure you're remembering to breathe. So now, if you waited till I was done explaining everything before you got started, round 1 was just footwork. Round 2, just hands. Round 3, just kicking. Round 4, punching, kicking together. 5, 6, and 7, all the same. You determine how long the rounds are and how long your rest is. Pause video, guys, and go get your work in. Go. They're working. Don't interrupt them. All right, time. Now, welcome back. Go get a drink of water. Because if you worked, you're going to need it right now. Now, listen. While you guys are cooling down, have a seat on the floor. Do some stretches for a second while I talk to you. Today, I want to talk about your keyword, goat. That's right, goat. Now, I'm not talking about a farm animal. I'm talking about goat as in the greatest of all time. Now, this obviously is coming on the heels of the Super Bowl. I know that if you're a Chiefs fan, you're probably complaining about the penalties and lack thereof and so forth. And listen, I'm not going to get into any of that. Last night's game was a blowout. It was dominated by Tampa Bay from beginning to end. But I want to talk about the GOAT, Tom Brady. I'm not a Tom Brady fan as far as I don't clamor for Tom Brady. But I have the utmost respect for what he's accomplished in the NFL. Tom Brady has been to 10 Super Bowls. Think about that, 10 Super Bowls. Now, you guys know I'm a diehard Eagles fan. The Eagles themselves have only been to 2. Tom's been, they've been to 3 Super Bowls. Thank you, Bailey. I should know that. 1980, 2004, and 2017. So, but yes, we've been to 3 total. We've won 1. Tom Brady's been to 10 Super Bowls. He's won 7 Super Bowls.
One of those was the Eagles.
7 Super Bowls. Now, trivia on the side. The 3 Super Bowls that Tom Brady lost to were all to the NFC East. 2 to the Giants, 1 to the Eagles. Just saying. Kudos to the NFC East. But my point is, Tom Brady is the GOAT. What he has done, and he is an ultimate professional. He is so committed to his craft, so committed to his work, that I want you to just imagine, close your eyes and imagine a day of Tom Brady. There's nobody knocking on Tom Brady's door saying, hey, Tommy, you got to get your work in for today. You got to get your workout in. Hey, Tommy, did you study your plays? Nobody's knocking on Tommy's door saying, Tommy, you forgot to do your reps today. Tommy boy. Nobody's sending Tommy push notifications and threatening to take away his phone if he doesn't do his work. Tom Brady is committed to being the best. He is committed to being the best. You guys have heard me talk about commitment. You've heard me talk about desire. You've heard me talk about passion. You've heard me talk about hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You've heard all these quotes. But when I sat back and at the end of that game, which was not entertaining, I mean, the best Super Bowl of all time clearly was the Eagles versus New England when we won because it was such a back and forth battle and exciting the whole time and there was so much drama. Last night, the game was over early. But it was over that early just because of the sheer awesomeness of Tom Brady. And you could argue that the defense had just as much to do with winning that game, but the defense did indeed. They were amazing. They shut Kansas City down. But I would challenge you and say that Super Bowl winning attitude came from the leadership that Tom Brady brought to Tampa Bay when he joined that organization this year. By leading by example, by being the guy that puts in the work. Tom Brady being the first one in the facility every day, the last one to leave every day. What does that do to the people around you? It inspires them. Look at what Tom's doing. Tom has 7 Super Bowl rings now. You can't call him lucky. Luck doesn't happen like that, guys.
Luck is Giants winning the Super Bowl.
No. Luck doesn't happen like that. Guys, I'm in awe of the GOAT. I'm not a Tom Brady fan. I'm not going to jump on his bandwagon. I'm not running out buying his jersey. But I can just sit back and admire the reward that he has reaped for his hard work, dedication, passion, work ethic. Tom Brady is the GOAT. I say to the kids that I coach in sports all the time, every day that you're not working to get better is a day that your opponent is. I promise you this, nobody outworks Tom Brady at it. Nobody's outworking him at his craft. What are you going to do? How hard are you going to work? How determined are you going to be? Is Tom Brady going to inspire you? Do you want to be like the GOAT? Hey guys, thanks for training hard today. Thanks for being Lima Strong. Don't go diving into those leftovers yet. You got to make sure we wean them off now after this gluttonous weekend. All right, guys, we'll see you online, and we'll see you on the mat. Oos.